Hey there, I'm Todd from ROIABLE, and today we will cover the SAP IdM migration topic related to infrastructure. You can find that topic under number 9 within the basis category, and clicking on it will take us to the dedicated slide. How many basis consultants do you need to install an SAP IdM system properly? Paraphrasing the well-known joke about the light bulb and the engineers might be just the right amount of self-awareness we need to really understand that SAP IDM was by far one of the most complex SAP systems to set up properly. First of all, you would need some decent understanding of how SAP NetWeaver Java works. Then you have to be an expert in base case scenario in both Windows and Linux administration. On top comes a requirement for a flawless database engineer and a DBA. And of course, to close the loophole, you understandably should have an idea about how SAP IDM operates and the usual pitfalls of its bad performance. If you did indeed had or still have such a guy in your team, there are some good and some bad news. The good news is that your SAP IDM system is safe in his or her hands at least until 2030. The bad news is that with the new upcoming migration to your future IAM of choice, almost none of these qualities and skills will actually matter that much. Even though some of the new solutions are just a good old on-premise product on steroids, put on a virtual machine and raised in the cloud, usually won't get access to their underlying infrastructure, with the pretext that the vendor of the product is taking care of it to save you the hassle of having one more thing to worry about. The truth is that sometimes if you were allowed to actually look behind the curtains of these solutions, you might not be willing to bet exactly on that horse. Having something running up in the cloud doesn't really make it a cloud product. Neither does it inherit automatically the best practices common for pure cloud solutions like rapid elasticity, performance scalability, cost sharing, advanced monitoring, and lately the advantage of artificial intelligence. To have a competitive, easy to maintain, and performance aware solution, we recommend including an infrastructure analysis in your IAM tool selection sheet. It could reveal pitfalls which potentially might mean a new migration project just after a few years of operations. On the other hand, you should also follow compliance regulations with regards to storing and processing sensitive data, which often is the type of data that an IAM system handles. Last but not least, you should ask the inconvenient questions of how upgrades are handled and what does that mean for your daily operations. For products where an upgrade is rather regarded as a separate project and not as something trivial and rather non-production disruptive, you should have your risk indicators hitting the high-end red bars. This concludes our short but hopefully informative session on infrastructure in the context of your next IAM solution. Don't forget to check our social media channels for the full release of the ROIABLE SAP IdM migration guidelines. Till then, retain investment, stay compliant, and embrace the cloud. See you next time.